Are you trying to get over someone? Whether maybe it's like a divorce, whether it's an ending of a relationship, whether it's the ending of someone you've been dating, whether it's someone who's just rejected you. Well, today I'm going to give three bits of guidance on this because this is a very common topic that comes up based on my experience in life. And if you stay until the end, I've got an extra special point for you then. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, I've been in a 10-year marriage because I haven't. I'm just talking from my experience of, it not working out between me and the girl on different occasions, including like in the last couple of years and situations like that. And, it's absolutely, I only want to send the best intentions to the other girls on this occasion. But it hurts, right, when you're in the moment. And for us internally, we can sometimes lash out at people around us. Maybe we say some hurtful things at the person that, we're trying to get over, as it's kind of ending. And this is also my experience of speaking to many different people. So again, listen to this and see if it resonates with you, as always, with all my podcasts. And the thing is, what I've noticed is like I can do things like go out and publicly speak, which I had to really build my confidence up to do like public speaking, and do things like play sport, sharpen football and play well and be confident. And I've had to build up to these things, even social confidence, just talking to people. This area, without doubt for me, is the biggest test on your self-esteem and confidence. Without a doubt, the area of dating, of intimate relationships, without doubt. And why is that? Well, from my research and from my own feeling, most importantly, into this, nothing impacts self-esteem like this, because when it doesn't work out, when it's working out with someone, we're getting our needs met and it feels really, really good. That's amazing, incredible. I've been in those flowing moments when it's working out and we're really enjoying each other's company. You feel on top, right? Yet when it doesn't, it activates the fear that we're not enough or we're not lovable. And those are two of the deepest fears human beings can have. And nothing activates them than our close relationships. With our family, absolutely activates. In my experience, though, our intimate relationships really can activate that when it's not working out, because love may be like feeling like it's taken away, right? And it activates those fears. Now, ask yourself this. How does it serve you being caught in a constant loop of being like, I feel rubbish, I'm useless without this person? And I'm not, if you're feeling those things like at the beginning and things like that, absolutely. I feel it now. I felt it now and then before, of course. It's just if we get caught in that cycle and just keep thinking that person, we're not focused on our life, how does it really serve you? Because if you're anything like me, it just put me in this bad cycle and not enjoying things I usually would. So I wanted to give you three tips that I personally found useful for moving past perhaps like a breakup or it not working out with someone. All right. So, and again, we've all got different experiences, different lengths of relationships and situations and things like that. Right. So the first one I want to say is it's okay not to quickly be over something. And this doesn't just apply to like close relationships. It also applies to maybe a job loss, a job rejection. I've had those as well. It's okay not to feel great straight away, right? The way I used to handle it in my early 20s was just go out with the guys and get drunk, right? And yeah, I might meet like a pretty girl on that evening out or whatever. Yeah, I just get back into, and when that won't work out, I just get into that cycle of feeling rubbish again, right? So don't try and brush our feelings away completely, right? It's okay not to be over something straight away and acknowledge how you're feeling. Because if you dismiss how you're feeling, then that's building a negative relationship with yourself. And therefore, you're not sending out a good energy and you're not going to have the right people in your life supporting you as much as they could be, than if you're actually being able to support yourself. You've got to love yourself first. And that comes to the second thing. I kind of merged two in one here, but let's say this is the second point. Stop allowing yourself to feel the emotions. Like at the beginning, sometimes you need to feel it several times a day. I've had times and I just felt so drained. My body was in this like fight or flight mode of like, oh my God, it's awful. Like life's terrible, all these kind of things. And I got exhausted because of so much stress and energy being used that I'd be like sleeping for quite a bit in the day. Right. Or as soon as I got back from work in the past as well, a few years ago, I remember that walking home and then grabbing bad food and then just going to bed. Right. Feel the emotions. I wouldn't recommend, and that kind of comes on the third point in a minute. I wouldn't recommend buying bad food on the way back because that'll make you feel worse, even if temporarily good. And the same with drinking. That feel the emotions, sit with yourself, right? If you don't allow yourself to feel the bad emotions, how are you going to feel the good emotions when you really get to those moments? When I've allowed myself to feel down and feel sad, not constantly, but like I feel really sad, I need to release this sadness. Then when I've got to a great moment, I felt really happy, really energetic and able and on top of things. And then comes to my third point. Make sure you've got some healthy habits, right? Don't overload yourself with like, I'm now going to go to the gym for 2 hours a day. I'm going to eat completely clean and I'm not going to distract myself with TV or anything like that. No, of course, be realistic on what you can do. I found that when I started reducing my drinking and just drinking water and going out and exercising, if it was a 20-minute run or even a walk, right? If you're blessed enough to walk, then that and then or drink just as simple as drinking something like my Athletic Green supplements, right? That would help, just building up these little habits, and I'd be accountable to my accountability partner. Just do these little things and then make a little bit of difference as they stacked up. Right. Okay. So I'm going to give you a bonus point as well. Have someone or some people, maybe a few people, just constantly talk to, and hire someone if you really need to. Hire a relationship or dating coach. I would not recommend, if you're hurting, diving into some kind of like alpha male dating program or whatever, where you go out and you hit as many women as you want. Like those things are out there, right? And like, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I wouldn't say jump into something where they're going to force you and exhaust you, right? Everyone's got different opinions, but hire someone like maybe a life coach or maybe a therapist or someone you can talk your feelings through and they can guide you onto your next steps and feeling into things. For me personally, I've got a one-to-one somatic coach. We go deep into emotions, allow me to feel things. And after crying and go through some emotions, it really allows me to feel like I've connected with myself even more on a deeper level. And therefore, I start reaching out to the right people. I start doing better habits as a result. So that's what I've got for you today. I want to give you brief steps on how, if you're going through like a breakup or a divorce or something more extreme, just a little bit of guidance on what's worked for me personally. Again, see what resonates for you. And like I say, the best thing you can do is have someone in your corner. So you may not necessarily need to hire a coach, but if you've got a good friend you can talk to regularly, that's really, really helpful as well. So I appreciate you for being here. You're improving other people's lives by being the best you. And remember, you are in control of your own self-esteem and confidence.